gets a Tesla when it's over.
Have you driven one though?
Yeah, I think they're fucking horrible.
What?
No. We need power, baby.
It's got power. It does have
It's
power.
just not loud.
But it's torque.
It's a torque.
It's torque. Yeah.
No, yeah, to be fair, off the line, very quick. Even the fucking Nissan Leaf, you ever driven one of those?
I haven't, but I've heard it's like 4 seconds, 100, maybe 4.5.
Very, like, straight off the mark, very quick.
You could take off like a Mustang GT off the line, but then GT will catch it.
Yeah.
Just electric power, electric torque, so instant. Ready? What's up, guys? Here we are at Strong Gym, the best strongman gym in Dubai with Ryan Crowley. Am I saying that right, Crowley?
Right, yeah.
Awesome. He is 23, right?
Yeah.
23 years old, 6'3".
Yeah.
And at this moment, 324 pounds after coming off of food poisoning. So you were at 344 just like a week ago?
It was 336.
336, absolutely massive. Look, the
But
biggest I've been.
To be fair, right, like, I could barely walk and put my shoes on then, so I feel a little bit better now, so. But however, I don't think I'm going to get strong. I need that 20 pounds back.
So you feel much better at 324?
Yeah, I do, actually.
When I was
don't have back pain. If I put that 20 pounds back up, I'm like...
Look, when I was 300 on the dot, I couldn't tie my shoes to walk, so I can't imagine 325. Granted, he is 2 inches taller, so I'm sure your structure can handle it better than mine. But nonetheless, 325 to casually, like comfortably to walking around.
320 for me is easy.
Is unbelievable. Like for me, 280 is easy, but anything beyond 285, 290 is a lot of work, and everything gets shut down. I can't walk, can't do anything without a real struggle. Like breathing gets severely impacted.
Stairs, no chance.
So today we're gonna be having a deadlift workout. This is our first workout together, and what better gym than Strong Gym? They got the fancy, classic iron 45-pound plates. So we'll get to break those in, and I figure we'll be doing a set of 10, see where we're at, and
I'm scared.
I'm a bit scared too. My last session, I tore my lat. This was 2 months ago. So this is my first session back.
He's like 3 times as strong as me.
Absolutely not. He is very, very humble. Remind me of Andrew. Still trying to catch up.
One day.
So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna warm up with just 135 pounds on the bar, work up to a top set of 10. No suit today, but I will be using PRP grade straps, something you have never used before.
And he's going to teach me how to use them.
Yes.
So I think this is I'm going to deadlift 400 kilos with these, so make sure you get these. All right?
Look, he's like half joking. He actually might.
I'm being serious.
I love introducing people to these because I only learned about these when I first came on to Strongman. And when you go to these versus the old school straps where you tie them around, it's just a night and day difference. Honestly, guys, I'm not trying to be a salesman for PR. PQA straps from whatever brand you get them from are so much better than the old school straps. With the old school straps, there's always one's tighter than the other, and they're not exactly centered and lined up where you need them to be. It's never 100% every single time you use them, but with these, it is, and it's so much faster to get them on. Again, I don't care what brand you use, they're so much better than the original ones. So I can't wait to see how you take a liking to them, and let's get started. We got a platform ready to go. Yeah.
Let's go.
So we're using a Texas deadlift bar, as per usual. I only change bars when I'm in powerlifting prep, which won't be anytime soon. Sorry guys, for those who want to be powerlifting again. But I still will be deadlifting heavy on the Texas deadlift bar. It's longer, it's thinner, and it has more flex, so you'll get some bend off the ground. So when you pull, you'll be pulling from a higher position, let's say, than a standard bar. So it shortens the pull by a little bit.
So does that make it harder or?
Easier.
Easy.
Yeah, the less range of motion, the easier the pull.
Sure.
And you know what? Losing weight.
400 kilos coming.
Look, the 10 pounds you lost, 12 pounds you lost, will actually help you in the deadlift. When you're at when you're at an uncomfortable weight, which is relative, for me it's like 300, for you it's 335, getting into position, getting into a good position is significantly harder. Yeah. So what will happen is your hamstrings, your hips, everything will be so tight,
and
your lower back, everything will be so tight when you try and set up, you're kind of doing like a stiff leg deadlift because your hips and your hamstrings, everything won't let you get into a good position. So it'll feel harder. So actually losing that weight you did, you'll be able to get into a better position today deadlifting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excited.
All right, let's do it. Let's get to it. I get low.
So, I would try and go from here. That's way too low, right?
That's way too low.
You go from here.
So reset, and I'll just try and set you up how I think is ideal. You want the bar over the middle of your foot, toes pointing slightly out, and you're gonna start the descent by pushing your hips back. Okay? Not bending the knee. So start by pushing your hips all the way back. So it looks like this. You see? Just a slight bend in the knee. But now your knees are straight. You want to bend them. Don't lift yet. Hold on. Send back up. You want to start the descent by a hip hinge. But let your knees naturally bend. Don't try and keep them straight. You're keeping them straight. No. Stand back up again. So start the movement with a hip hinge. Can you do this? Right here? See, do it more and let your knees bend. You're keeping your knees purposely locked. Can you bend them more? Yeah. But get your hips back even more.
Like that?
Grab the bar. Now, don't bring the bar to you, bring your shins to the bar by getting yourself lower.
Yeah.
Reset. Let me try to demonstrate it for myself from the top.
I feel like I'm doing what you're saying, but I'm not.
You're not, only because your knees are too locked. You're bending down like this, like a stiff leg deadlift. Which makes sense because when you deadlift, you're likely doing either a stiff leg, and you're not too worried about how much weight you're putting on the bar, right? Even though I know you're strong regardless. You're starting the movement with a hip hinge. So just setting your hips way back, grab the bar, and then the third step is right here. You're bringing...
It's like a little squat.
Yeah. Once your shins touch the bar, you pull. Right. Let's step back a bit. So the bar over the middle of your foot. Yeah, like making a line in the middle of your foot.
Like that.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
And then would you do this on every rep?
No, don't, you don't have to do that. And your head, right now your head is straight down. I want you to just keep, like look at, you in your position? It'd be a good spot to look at so your head naturally falls into position.
Just don't move your head, just like
yes.
this.
Exactly, don't move your head. That's the way to put it. I like to look at that spot, like roughly that far ahead, and just stay fixated on that spot. So when you pull, your head my head doesn't move at all. If you intentionally try and look down, it looks like this, right? So you keep your head up like here, fix it on that spot.
Does that actually have any difference to how strong you would be?
Yeah, because it affects the position of your back. If you're looking straight down, your back's naturally gonna round more. And it's not safe for your neck.
Sure.
Yeah.
I assume from your last reps, you deliberately tried to fucking yank it, right?
Not yank it. You want to time.
But you made it look like it was really heavy when it was not. Like you made it look like you really struggled. Like it was a lot of power output.
I was trying to be as explosive as I can because.
Is that like you warming up?
Yeah, that's warming up, and also, regardless of how much weight is on the bar, you want to pull the exact same way, no matter how much weight is on the bar. Oh. When you're training for strength, even for bodybuilding, I like to think it's 135 or 800. I'm trying to pull the same way with the same intensity each rep.
Cool.
Yeah, just to dial that in. Because if you put these straps on while you're standing up and hunching over the bar, it's slowly fatiguing your lower back. So that little bit of fatigue will affect how explosive you are with the pull.
So like even when I'm training, I'm stood there like this.
Yeah, that would light your lower back up. Yeah, you're spending almost more time putting these on than the actual set.
So true.
And when you're hunched over like that at 300 something pounds, your lower back gets pumped.
Wow, that's so true. You didn't think about things like that, do you?
Yeah, so small way to minimize that happening, just take one knee. And then get into position from here. And when you, okay, one more tip is when you take the air, take it right when you're in position, everything is set up and where you want it to be, then you take a breath. All right, so it looks like this. I take the breath from here. So I get in position, I'm all set. Read it?
Facing you.
Yeah, facing you. All right. That one on. Then, let's say for you, this finger, the ring finger, right?
Yeah.
On the line. That'd be
On the
good.
line.
Yeah. Roughly.
Which is my hand goes through it, right?
Yes.
Wow. It feels so weird.
You have to trust the strap. Do a set of 10, and with each rep you get more confident. You'll trust the strap a bit more. Remember where to take the air? Okay. Nice. Awesome. Yep. Okay. Good.
It's definitely much better than that.
Yeah. Some people have a hard time just trusting the strap. But you did great. You actually did trust it.
I like it. I do like it.
Yeah. And you naturally put your thumb over the bar and let your hands be like this, which is great because it's your first time. So.
Like this.
Yeah, but you had
That's
that.
how you train anyway.
Oh, perfect. So you're used to it already. It's perfect. Just one rep is conserving some power.
We're going to try and maybe do 10 at this and then 10 at that.
No. Well, actually, if we were bodybuilding, we would do 10 of each set.
I'm happy with doing one. I would like to see how strong I am rather than be fucked, to be honest.
Yeah, if we were doing 10, I forward 10, if I have 10 inches, you're not going to see how strong you are.
So, this may sound stupid, but is there a secret to the whole belt thing or no?
Secret?
Because my belt obviously is very different to yours. And mine's never really that tight.
This is, yeah.
How would it work? Yeah. Is this too low for you?
No, that's fine.
How tight is your belt?
You want to be
When
able
I bend
to,
over, this is not tight.
it's not tight.
No,
But when you breathe into the belt, is it tight? It should be.
not really. Maybe 0 1 more.
One more. Can you comfortably breathe from the diaphragm and push out to the belt with that tight? With it that tight?
I think it should be tighter, don't you?
If it's too tight, then you can't breathe.
Oh, I can breathe.
As long as you can breathe.
I just realize sometimes I bend over, I feel like it goes loose.
Because it will, but that's when you need to take that air in your belly, in your diaphragm. So it looks like, and you're bracing with it pushed out.
Oh, do you?
With it pushed out into the belt.
So many little things that you miss, right?
Yeah.
I try to do the opposite.
That's good for bodybuilding. But for power, push the belly out and keep it out. Big air in the diaphragm, push the belly out against the belt. Yes, easy. Pretty textbook form, to be honest. It's great.
Not gonna lie, it fucking makes a lot of difference.
When you push out into the belt.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it gives your back so much protection and also creates a lot of intra-abdominal pressure.
That felt so easy. Like normally I'd be like, oh, a little bit. That was like night and day difference between that breathing.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All your power when you're doing compound movements comes
that
from
like-
here. And you suck it in.
Yeah.
Right? No, when you push it out and brace, all of your explosive power comes from there. Any press, deadlift, anything.
I've been training wrong my whole life.
Well, you've been training pretty damn good, it looks to me. Whatever you've been doing for bodybuilding is doing a really good job.
You're going 5, right? Not 6?
5, yeah.
Is there a big difference between you no straps chalk and using straps?
Well, there used to be, but now that I've gotten so accustomed to using straps, now there will be a big difference.
Yeah.
There will, because I haven't trained without straps in a while. Yeah. Big air. Easy.
It really does make a difference.
It still looks comfortable.
But that breathing really makes a difference. I feel
That's where you get that pop off the floor.
So, because again, when I would deadlift, I would go much lower. Squat down, it makes it much harder, right?
Yeah, the lower you squat down, yeah, much harder. That's a really bad leverage. Power's there, let's see it, Rod. Yes, yes, okay, awesome. All right.
Is that right?
That's great.
Wow. I missed the rush of doing shit like that, actually.
Yeah, it's not the same when you're bodybuilding.
When I first got into like weight training, it was because I fucking wanted to
Lift heavy,
lift
right?
weights, right?
Yeah, then slowly things get a bit complicated.
You doing this with 10 or you doing 7?
So I'm gonna go 7 and a 10 for well, hopefully 10. And
7 for 10?
that'd be great. I'm gonna try it.
Wow, that's
I don't know.
incredible. That really is incredible.
I have to do it first. Sure. I'm not good at talking people out of lifting heavy.
That's quite heavy.
It looks like a demonstrator, right?
Yeah.
Arm wrestling and now bodybuilding as well, and having some fun every now and then with compound movements. Because there's no competitions going on, I don't have anything to train for. I don't want to do bodybuilding competition though.
You don't want
I want to do either arm wrestling competition or strongman competition. So ideally strongman. I prioritize strongman arm wrestling because strongman I have a small window to be good, to be great. But arm wrestling, I could be 50, 60 years old and still do good, you know?
Yeah, cool.
But not with strongman. I have a very short window, maybe 3 to 5 years.
How do you... Let's go. Go! Come on!
You're a bloody mess.
Shut up. Oh. Ah, damn it.
Is that you happy or pissed
for real.
off?
Sorry. What?
Is that you happy or pissed off?
Yeah, we're talking about it. Wait, who's dying? Oh, Larry again? Actually, it was a PR. Because I've never done 320 from a dead stop for 10. I've done it. I was happy.
I thought you were pissed off.
That's my happy look.
Oh, I thought you were annoyed.
No, that's my happy look, because I get like that. I'm excited and happy, overjoyed.
Yeah, sure.
So,
But I'm confused. Why did you stand at the top so long on these reps?
so
Surely that makes it harder.
for me, easier. Hunching over the bar, I get more tired and relaxed.
Oh, so you'd rather stand here for a second, breathe.
Yes, it's easy to breathe at the top than the bottom. My best was 320 for 10, touch and go, much easier. then resetting each rep. So, very happy with that.
Well,
Yeah.
that was fucking intense. I feel like a pussy.
What? At 325, doesn't matter what you do, always be a badass. Yes. This is it. This is it. Let's go. Come on, man, let's go. This is it. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Awesome. All right, guys, wrap up today's workout. I did 700 for 10. That was an all-time PR for me from a dead stop. If you look back a couple years ago, I did it for touch and go, which I think is literally half as difficult. When you do touch and go and you don't take that time to reset from the floor, it's no longer a deadlift. It becomes a different lift. So this was definitely a PR, and I haven't trained deadlift in 2 months. Literally nothing, no back work or anything. Stoked about that. You have went even longer not deadlifting.
Yeah, I've been deadlifting a long time. I wasn't. I personally just wanted to try and do one rep at his 10 rep, but I'm really happy with that. What was it?
700, so like 317, I think.
It's been a long time since I deadlift. Years. I mean, I tried it probably September. I tore my lat when I did it once, but
September 2020.
Yeah, I did it for one workout and I tore my lat. Not doing that again. But yeah, I think we managed to do it without an injury, so hopefully it's going to help me. We're going to get even much stronger.
Read up feels good?
Feels okay, yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys know, last time I deadlifted, I tore my lat. The reason for that being, I'll give you the not so version. I worked up to a 3 rep max in a suit. Then I removed the suit and proceeded to do 320 or 315, whichever it was, for an attempted set of 8, and it tore after the 4th, 5th, or 6th rep, can't remember. But David Johnson, my PT, said that when you're deadlifting with a suit on, a deadlift suit, and then you remove the suit, it's no longer the same lift. Deadlifting with a suit and without a suit are 2 different lifts. Your body doesn't respond the same way to each lift. So he said the safe way to do it would be to remove the suit and then go all the way back down to 1 plate each side, 135, 60 kg or so, and work back up as if you were starting the workout over. Because it's a new exercise. Your body doesn't register it as it's the same thing, just not without a suit. Changes the leverages and how your body responds and all.
Even the range of motion as well, right?
The range of motion is different. The way your body loads is different. So that's why that injury happened. I've never torn a lat deadlifting before. That was the only time I've ever torn a lat, and that was the reason. So
it's good.
Yeah, you know, each injury I get, I always try and learn something from it so it never happens again, right? The worst thing to do is not only get hurt, but get repeat injury, the same injury over and over again. So Ryan Crowley here, 325 pounds. I think you may be one of the strongest juniors I've ever lived. I know Dallas was like around 330-ish in his off season.
Yeah.
And you're about 335 in your off season, right?
I'm nowhere near as bad as Dallas was though.
Dude,
I will be one day.
Okay, you are, because you're taller actually, you're 6'3".
I'm the same height as him.
What? Is he the same height? Was he the
He
same
was
height?
like this much shorter than his photo of us when I was 19.
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah.
I take that back, sorry. I thought he was like 5'10", 5'11". No. Okay, he was 6'2".
Yeah. So I remember. Wow.
He looked so wide.
So big.
And didn't, okay.
We saw him at Bodybuilder. Well, I think it was 19, wasn't it? I just remember seeing him walk by and I was like, I don't want to look like that.
Dude, you're very close. I mean, RIP, rest in peace, but you're quite close. 325, 330, 335.
But he did 370 kilos, I think it was for 10. There's an old video of him doing 370 kilos for 10, so maybe. I always say, to be fair, when I watch that video, I was like, I've got to do that one day. So
I think it was, his best was 855 for 1.
What's that?
I think it was pounds. 855 pounds, which is
that
380, no, not 387, I think 387 maybe. 1 second.
$387. 0.82, so 388.
He did 388 for one, so I think he may have done like probably 675 for 10, I want to say.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I think it was 700 maybe.
Something like that, maybe 700 for 10.
Yeah, I remember seeing that set in that gym. It was just like so fucking cool. I was like, I want to do that.
But without getting too much off topic, I love Dallas McCarver. He was one of my inspirations years ago as well, because he was looking like, honestly, Mr. Olympia contender. Like, he looked amazing, but also was as strong as any world-class powerlifter out there. Yeah. On all the movements, squat, bench, deadlift, just strong everywhere, all around.
He was training chest, 5 plates, boom.
Yeah, he truly was a specimen. I mean, if he was still alive today, doing what he was doing at the rate he was going, he'd be one of the best who ever lived. And he did go down one of the best.
Of course.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So, back to Ryan. If you want to check out Ryan Crowley and his journey, do you have any shows coming up this year? Anything confirmed?
Not really. I mean, my last show was in December. I did the 3 national shows in America. I did USA's nationals and the amateur Olympian. I came 5th. So hopefully I'm going to aim for something towards the end of this year. November, December. Honestly, I need to get bigger. So I need to add I was 305 pounds on stage last year. I want to be 320 at least on stage again. I think it's doable. Like in the next few months, I really zone in and focus, and I'll add the tissue, I think. But yeah, just being so tall for bodybuilding is hard. Like I've got to be huge, because to be honest, 320 on me right now doesn't really look that big, so I need to be much bigger.
That's insane, honestly. I always say I want to be 300 plus, but I think I'm happy at 280, 290, because I've tried the 300 lifestyle. I respect, hats off to you, man. It's hard. It's very hard to be that heavy. It is. So please stay tuned for our next workout together. We will do legs.
Yeah, sounds fun.
We'll level the playing field. As you guys know, deadlifting, squatting, benching, that's what I live and breathe. So now our next workout I want to be bodybuilding oriented.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, like, honestly, obviously I've been training maybe 6-7 years now, and I've been deadlifting on and off since I started. But I learned a lot today.
I'm happy to
be fair, like, I've lifted quite a decent amount of weight without learning some of these little techniques. So definitely some of these reps were a lot easier than I've done before.
You get textbook form all the way out, right?
I mean, like,
not textbook form.
I was definitely, at first I was like really struggling to understand what you were saying, but I didn't realise there was actually so much technique towards it, to be honest. I thought it was just stand there and pull the bar.
Look, textbook form all the way out today, man.
Thank you.
Honestly. So next week we'll do legs, bodybuilding oriented. Sure. And you say you don't squat, so I'm curious how you get mammoth-sized legs like yours without squatting. I need to know.
Hack squat, leg press, leg extensions, supersets. Let's do it.
All right. You want to check that video out? Stay tuned. It's coming next week with Ryan Crowley, one of the biggest 23-year-old juniors to have ever lived. I'm confident to say that. Honestly, you are. Massive. Few guys impress me these days. The bar is getting raised so high now. Every time I go to an expo or a get-together where bodybuilders, strongman poppers get together, I get to be exposed as just the biggest and strongest in the world. And, again, I get a bit desensitized to seeing huge people, but the minute I see in the park, I'm like, wow, this guy is huge.
Thank you. It means a lot, it does, it really does.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hats off to you, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. It's really good. Thank you for the experience.
Absolutely. A lot of you guys are not subscribed, 60% aren't. Please subscribe and check out PureTalk.com for all of my PR merch. Be a part of the team. Team Push Work on Instagram. Check it out. Lifting gear, subs, clothing, everything. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
You waiting till I pass out?